Cal, BHP UK, and just like to address a question that we've been asked a huge amount recently, and it is, how does the BMW 1300 GS compare to the 1250 GS as far as the power and the power delivery is concerned? Well, BMW's 1300 GS has now been available for a few months, and we have managed to get our hands on a couple of them to be able to test them, and we just thought we'd bring you the results of what we got from the tests. And to keep things fair, although the 1300 GS was fitted with the Akrapovic exhaust, the twin port exhaust, it is a stock item that you can buy from BMW, and it is reported not to increase the power output of the bike, and BMW do not make that claim in the catalogue. Wide open throttle, as far as power is concerned, we've got a hike of 10 brake horsepower at maximum output, so the bike goes from 131 at the back wheel to 141 at the back wheel from the 1250 to the 1300. At 6,000 RPM, we've got an even bigger gain. We've got about 15 horsepower up on the new bike. You can see there's a big difference in the way that the power's put down. The 1300 is far more linear and a much smoother power plot. As far as the torque's concerned, we've gone up from 143 Newton meters to 148, giving you a gain of 5 Newton meters. Looking at the partial throttle plots, you can see here at 50% throttle. Now both of these bikes were run in dynamic mode. We've gone up from 74 to 117 brake horsepower. Now that isn't just that the engine is making more power, it's obviously BMW have set this bike up to ride in a more sporty manner. I think you are in dynamic mode, you are getting more throttle when you ask for it from the factory, and you can just see this is the plot with the accelerator open 50%, and there's a huge difference in the way the bike rides. It's going to be far more sporty, and it's going to give you a much more sports bike like throttle response. Considering the torque, you can see again, obviously it reflects what the brake horsepower is doing, and you can see that there's a big difference in the amount of torque that you're getting at 50% accelerator opening. Low throttle openings are really where it's all at. You are always at partial throttle openings and very rarely at wide open, if you consider the percentages of the time that you spend there on a normal ride. At 20% throttle opening, the torque curves are totally different. You can see here is far more torque available to you, and if you consider that with the power plots, again you can see there's far more power available, and the new bike, the 1300, just revs out in a real linear, almost a one-to-one gradient, whereas the 1250 was really flat, and that was a complaint that a lot of 1250 owners had, that it was really flat at very, very low throttle openings. And considering that this is after the map, and the map makes a huge difference on the 1250s, I think the GS is going to be more set up for a more sporty feel, to give you the power in a more sporty manner, and obviously you've got more power everywhere you go. So in my opinion, it really is a big step up. BMW really have sort of like got it right with this bike. They're obviously going to have done a huge amount of work because it is a replacement for their best-selling evergreen GS model. They're not going to get it wrong. They're not going to release a bike that's wrong, in my opinion. I'm actually quite keen to get out and ride one now, see what they're actually like on the road, and you never know, we may end up adding one to the fleet. Really do hope you're enjoying what we're bringing to the channel. Please do hit the like, subscribe and the bell icons. It will keep you notified of any new content that we're bringing to the channel. It would be great if you could put in the comments your opinions and your take on these two bikes, and especially if you've gone from the 1250 to the 1300 or the 1300 back to a 1250. It would be great to know what you think of it. Also drop in there if you'd like to see us bring any other comparisons to the channel.